It's your drive home on Hot 103. Folks, looks like that storm is headed right for us. Gonna put some gas in my Furman generator, stop by the ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, and of course, watch Mike's weather page. Y'all stay safe out there. Tropics rage. You'll always have a friend here at Mike's Weather Page. Mike's Weather Page, Mike's Weather Page, Mike's Weather Page. You can depend, he'll keep you safe, he'll keep it locked. Mike's Weather Page. I've seen him chase storms there with Hunter and Louis too. But you know he'll keep you straight at 919 there every day. 1 million fans get it wrong and they're here in Mike's Weather Page.
What's up, everybody? We are live. What is up? Hunter got the call today. Dog a day. We'll do Louis tomorrow. So, hey man, what's happening? It's Wednesday. Can you believe it? Halfway through the week. We got a little bit of topics to talk about again. Just made a fresh cup of coffee. Hope you did too. Cheers, everybody. So we got Louis and Hunter. Look, Louis. I got a lot of comments on my dad's shirt. The girls got me a Hawaiian shirt with the dogs on it. It was it was pretty cool. It was a little tight around the waist. Oh man, now I have good motivation to lose about 10 pounds. So one day I'll be out in public with it. All right, so what's up? We'll say hey to everybody for a few minutes here. What's up, Adam? Yep, all the crayons are out. We have all three colors being used now. Now, we know. We had red. Now we have yellow and orange on the NHC map today. We'll be talking about that. For sure. Oh, my Android just did an update. It always scares the heck out of me when it doesn't update. It's just never going to come back on. Hey, Merity. Yep, love the shirt. Paul Thompson, good morning. Yeah, I'll be slimmed up by the cruise, Shelly. What's up, Shelly? Good morning. Yeah, the dog's snoring. He loves to make those little grunts. I figure Hunter out. When he gets excited, he snorts. Normally, he doesn't snort. But when you get him all excited, that he gets a little worked up. What's up, Brian from Key West? Heather from Brevard. What's up, Loretta Reed? over on YouTube. So we are streaming live. This is a Daily Brew, by the way. What is this? What the heck are you guys watching? This is a Daily Brew. This is Mike's weather page. I'm just a weather blogger here on the internet, and we're streaming live on Twitter now. So hello, Twitter. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and we get a lot of people watching after the show, too. You can always watch it on the website. Right here. There we go. A few spots to watch. What's up, Taylor? Good morning. Erica from Cleveland. What's up, Robert Bowman? You driving today? Going home Friday. Our truck driver. Oh, man. I put 50 gallons of gas in the RV yesterday. We've had our camper. I can't believe we bought it in 15. A lot of years ago. But do you know how much 50 gallons of gas cost? It was almost enough for a plane ticket. Hey, Jason Triplet, how's Texas going, buddy? Eric over there on YouTube. What's up, Bobby? Or Miss Hurricane Harbor. We got a little bit to talk about, for sure. A couple exciting things I want to bring up, then we're going to go right into it. Good morning, Amanda. All right, will you say goodbye to everybody, Hunter? He's such a good boy. You love him. I just get him to stop scratching. Say bye-bye, everybody. All right, hey, as always, this is a Daily Brew, and it's brought to you by our good friends at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. I got the logo right on the bottom of the screen this way. So if you're in Florida, make sure you support them with July 4th weekend coming up. Party time. Hey, who says margaritas from Texas? Judith. Hey, how you been, Judith? You know, I lost, long story, my messenger on Facebook. So I was worried about you because I think you used to message me. But reach out, email or something. I'll make sure you, if you ever need anything. Because it's been a rough ride trying to figure that out. But good to see you from Texas. So yeah, 3 spots to watch. We're going to get into it. We got Invest 95. They did invest it yesterday. So we'll talk about this first. We got a little low pressure system right here. Got a little spinach today. Got a little convection today. It's sitting over them warm waters. We got a little bit of shear rolling in from the southwest. But we could get a little TD out of it before landfall later tonight, tomorrow. It's actually going to... should stay over water more than 24 hours. We'll see. TD2 is skirting along South America there. We've got people in Aruba, and they know it's coming. We got people all in these little countries down there. 2 is going west. This little guy is at 30%. Not seeing much model support, but 30%. NHC, they're watching it. General Motion is actually northwest. Timing puts it about here if you're worried about July 4th weekend. So if it tries to develop, it should be away, at least from the U.S. and most of the Bahamas by the July 4th holiday. Not seeing a lot of model support, but it's 30%. So there you go. There you go. So I do got some exciting news. All right, so NASCAR. Everybody knows I love NASCAR, right? I'm a big NASCAR fan. I grew up with racing. Oh, it just disappeared on me. So I'll be in Atlanta next weekend for the Xfinity race. And the exciting news is we're going to have our logo on our race car. And that's a big deal. So I'm going to be up on pit road, and we'll be taking a lot of pictures. Habana Brissa, located here in Florida, American made, reef friendly. They are putting my logo on a race car, so we have to support them. That is a big deal for me. So it's pretty awesome. They got kids stuff, adult stuff. They gave all of our MWP fans a 25% discount. We're going to be sharing that a bunch. Everybody in Florida, everybody in the Southeast lives with sun care. So MWPs, there you go. The code is MWP25. Big thanks to them. We're going to be taking some pictures if I'm in Atlanta next weekend. But what's cool about it is they're based here in Florida, and they are big fans of our page. and their products are amazing. So, hey, if you need some sun care, give them a shot. Get a discount. Buy online, MWP25. So, hey, get a lot of supporters, man. This is going to be fun. It's a little different deal. You know, my daughter's a redhead. So what better way to have sun care as a supporter of MWP? And I've already had a few spots taken off my ugly face too, so I need to start wearing more. I'm very rebellious. I don't wear any. I'm very rebellious. But I will start. I promise, Mom, if you're watching, my dear old 82-year-old mother. All right, let's take a look. But that's cool. That'll be so. We're going to do some live videos with the driver. We're going to be at the racetrack on Saturday next week. So watch for some fun live videos on our pages. But yeah, if you guys support them, that's great. If you're like me, I really don't care what brand I use, and we might as well be one big happy family. Here's a current look. This is weathernerds.org. Let's pull it up big time and take a look. So we got a little spinach. This is pretty decent little lightning out there. This is our Invest. This is called Invest 95. It's a golf spot. It was an old piece of a front that pretty much lingered around. Remember, it was a week ago we were drawing an arrow pointing back through Florida. This is tied to that same mess of rains that we got Friday, Saturday across the south and mainly Florida. It drifted itself down into the Gulf of Mexico, and it kind of broke off a little bit, and it's firing away. You know, we always say, you got to watch these little blobs in the Gulf. You know, as far as a big bad hurricane, it looks very, 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 very unlikely. But could get tropical depression, tropical storm. You never know. Effects will be the same. We got some big rain rolling in. I've seen National Weather Service of Houston already reporting a few inches are possible. So we're going to show you some rain maps. Mentioned this yesterday. The more organized this gets, the rain totals are going to increase. So yesterday's rain totals were pretty low, 2-3 inches. Now I'm seeing them inch of 3, 4, maybe 5. So as the storm gets a little better organized, the rain chances are going to pop up a little bit more. Timing for this is going to be mainly out of the coastal areas by the weekend at least. Most of the rains are going to be falling tomorrow and Friday. And we're going to have it kind of go north. And that means rains for the weekend as it goes north into Louisiana some and wherever else it decides to go. Here's the latest spaghetti models here on the Southwest Water Management site. You get the idea. There you go. It's going to pull north eventually. Tropical Tidbits 12Zs. Let's see. They just came out possibly. Let's take a look. They did. It's like clockwork. Thank you, Levi. As soon as we do our live, the 12Zs pop up. Timestamps are always interesting. A lot of people don't notice this, but there's a 24 right there. That's 24 hours. So from here to here, it's 24 hours. So it's going to sit out here for another day. Landfall likely tomorrow sometime if it decides to pull up faster. And rain. It's going to be rainy. We'll see. Remember, there's shear coming in from the southwest, which is kind of blowing some of those cloud tops. But today definitely looks a whole lot more organized than it did yesterday. So what are y'all doing for the 4th? We're going camping. If anybody's going to the resort at Canopy Oaks, that's where we're hanging. Jamelia Rooney, how you doing up there? Yeah, if anybody's camping this week, let me know. We were there a year ago, and it was a great little resort, and we're excited about that. You know where I'm heading later. I'm stocking up the cooler. Yeah, Bobby, there's all kinds of frontal action. I'll get the car details there, Jason, for sure. I'm going to do a post here a little bit later. Hey, now how do I say your name? Accidentally Champs. Said you never said hey. Well, hey. Hey. In Corpus Christi. Appreciate you watching. So anyway, all right, so here's the current satellite again. All right. Timestamps are that. You know, none of the intensity models are showing much. NHC does give it a 40% chance it could develop. They say this area of low pressure, not any better organized. Some development still possible. Could be a short-lived tropical depression near the coast tonight. or Thursday. See, they're a little faster than the spaghetti models. I'm surprised. Anyway, regardless of development, heavy rain. There you go. Could be some storms. I bet you. Oh, and the hurricane hunters are going out there later today, which we talked about yesterday. They probably weren't thinking they were going out, but guess what? They're flying out today. So here's a look at this spinach. Clear spinach. Not a lot of tightness, but it is pretty. There you go. Pretty little guy. Deanna's watching from the Bahamas. Hey, we were just down there. I love it. What part of the Bahamas? We just did the pigs with Coco K. That was a lot of fun. We'll be sailing there on our cruise, the MWP cruise. We'll be stopping at Nassau, I believe. Is that right, Shelly? We need to do a meet and greet at the Bahamas. And if that's the same port, Shelly, they have that Red Frog, and they have a little gathering point there. We should probably all meet on the island. Island boys. Paige, you're welcome. Slidell. Oh, we know where that's at. I was there during, was it Zeta, right? I got them all confused last year between Eta, Zeta, Delta. I think it was Zeta. I was in your city. Good morning, Ann. Good morning. Oh, Dak. Okay. One thing about YouTube is the names are different, obviously, than Facebook. Facebook is actual people. Well, we have a lot of fake people sometimes. Jeff, what's up? We're going to get into July 4th weekend. But anyway, this is the spinach map. So, that's about it. I mean, we could get some winds out of this thing, coastal winds. Mentioned yesterday, Storm Prediction Center probably be going dark green, I would think, because you never know. I would think by tomorrow, this is still light green, but I would think by tomorrow we might see some dark green areas there. That's it. Let's take a look at the windy map, then we'll get into PTC 2. Here's kind of the winds. This is a Euro, and as this thing gets closer tonight, Euro's keeping it sloppy. But here's tomorrow, 8 p.m. So tomorrow the general flow is going to be whatever decides to happen. You're going to have a Gulf wind rolling in tomorrow. Houston getting some windy gusts. This is tomorrow. The GFS is about the same. No real development. The Icon has been off and on. The Icon's shown a little more development. I still believe the Icon is going to win. I do believe it's going to win. There's a little bit of gusts. So, gusty day along the Gulf Coast. Could be a little rain. Definitely going to get some rain to the north. So wherever our low decides to set up, remember, always seems like the north and the east sides get. This is a rain map. So the heaviest stuff will always end up being probably north of center. This is tomorrow afternoon. There you go. And then, there could be some heavy rain towards Houston. This is tomorrow night. So, we'll see. Take a look at some of the latest rain maps just for fun. We will look at the latest Euro forecast. Euro was a little more aggressive yesterday. Remember, it was showing some pretty big rainfall upwards into Texas. I like saying Texas. All right, so here's the latest. Yesterday we saw a lot more purples. Not seeing very many purples today. It was the outlier yesterday. Here's your latest Euro rainfall totals, and 2, 3, 4 inches. Darker reds, 4 inches. Could be 5 inches. It's going to extend northward a little bit through the weekend. This is primarily Thursday, Friday. Most of the rain is going to be gone by Saturday, at least for Texas. On the coastal areas, there's still going to be a shot that is going to get into the weekend up here. And we can show you that. Let me get up here, get my map back up here, 100%. Let's look at daily rains, total 24-hour rainfall. Here's 24-hour rainfall. All right, so here's today through the day. and you can just see the progression of the rain. Most of the heavy stuff is going to start tomorrow and work its way inland into tomorrow night, Friday. Here's Friday. Here's Saturday now. See, it's Saturday. Their weekend rain. The rain's starting to pull north a little bit from the system. And Sunday is going to be nice for most everybody along the coast. And a little bit of spin will still be heading up toward Arkansas and Oklahoma. This is Sunday into Monday. Let's take a look at the vorticity map. This is always cool to look at. I play with my zoom all the time, but then I have to rezoom it. I like to play with my zoom. All right. Here's the vorticity map. It's kind of neat. It kind of shows you the spit. What the heck is that off the Florida coast? I don't know. Look at that. That's just tied into that front, like Bobby said. But anyway, you can follow the Invest 95 as it goes north. What is that? Just old frontal juice. Huh. A little spinach off the East Coast. What the heck is that? I don't know. Just an old. Why is everything zooming? It's just an old part. It's an old front. Look. There you can see it out here. Well, you got a little spinner out there. Look at that. This little guy. This is interesting. This little sucker here got a little spin to it off of Florida coast. Look at that little guy. Where did that come from? It's going to do that. What is that all about? What is that little guy? What is that thing? Where'd you come from, little guy? Yeah, a little bump. You can see it right there. 850. Let's take a look. Hey, look at that. You got a little. There it is, right there. A little spinach. Is it windy over there, Shelly? Hey, Antonio. Sorry if I pronounced your name. You're right. There was a big cluster of storms yesterday, which I saw afternoon. Right? Is that what you're talking about? In Texas, it had a lot of lightning. So that's interesting. Nothing big, but hey, that's kind of interesting. That's going to be a little Florida juice here that we'll have to keep an eye on. You can see it got a little spin to it. Just a little bitty spin. Watch it. Little bit of spin here. A little bit. Just a little spin. And it's coming at you, Shelly. It's coming. Wow, that kind of came out of nowhere. That was an old front that got... Remember yesterday, the Bahamas, it was draped down here yesterday. Remember there was a big area down here? It kind of lifted itself northward. I haven't seen anybody talking about that. I didn't even know it was out there. So, that's interesting. Let's go back up here and see the windy map. See if it even shows... That was the Euro. Let's take a look here if you can kind of see it. Yeah. Nothing really big, but just going to increase your rain chances throughout the day. Well, whatever. It's going to do that. It pulled itself up around this high pressure system right here. So that's what it's doing. It's wrapping itself around the high. Well, interesting. No biggie, but we'll, kind of watch it. So, interesting. All right. Let's look at Weather Nerds, see what it looks like. I got sidetracked really easy. I love doing these weather shows. It keeps me up on current happenings. Let's see what this sucker looks like. Anyway, Shelly's there, Beth. Launched today. Cocoa's beautiful, but guess what, Annette? Something's coming. This is coming. A little bit of tropical spinach heading your way. I don't think anybody knows it's coming. Only us. You better warn everybody out on the beach. The storm's coming. There's a little spin to it. I'm telling you. That's awesome. All right, so we're going to get into other stuff, I promise. But I bet it's showing up on the vorticity map. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. A little bit of vorticity out there. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Oh my God, we should just look at that. It's got 500 level spin too. What is up with that? It's not anything to stress about. I'm making nothing out of nothing, but it's a baby bump, Bobby. Is that what you call it? A little baby bump, right? That's neat. I think I'm going to hype that up. I'm going to get some clicks. People know it. All right, what else can we talk about? All right, so we know that. All right, we got it. All right, we got all that figured out. All right, so we'll talk about that later. Like low pressure in golf. Hurricane hunters are flying out here today. It'll be kind of fun to see what they see. We'll see. Could be a little last second blow up. You never know. You know the waters are hot, smoking hot. You always watch these in real time. You can see low level spin. Let's look at cyclonic weather here. I love this site. It has the old school red green visible. Whoops, where did it go? Blah, 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 blah. Here it is. All right, Invest 95L. And it's clear as day. You can see the low level clouds spinning away. There's not a lot of shear today. Yesterday we saw a lot of this stuff getting blown off to the northeast, but not so much today. It's trying. Let's take a look at the shear tendency map. And it is pretty light. This is the Gulf. It's hard to see when I pull it up this big, but that's the Gulf right here. That's the Gulf. So not a lot of wind shear. Not a lot. Shear map coming in hot. It's not really that bad. Not too bad in the Gulf here. This is the Gulf here. We'll see. I'll keep my eye on it today. Give me something to do. I gotta wash the RV. Chris, if you email me, I'm gonna take you up. I didn't read it, but I'm not worried about this trip. But definitely before Talladega. Look at that. There's not a lot of dust in the Gulf right now. A lot of dust out here in the Atlantic, kind of could affect our secondary wave I'm going to talk about here in a minute. Not a lot of dust in the Gulf right now, but there is a lot of dust. This is through Thursday. Tomorrow, there's our estimated wave. So there's some dust, but we're looking more for the Gulf. Lightning map is always kind of fun to look at. This is kind of what's going on. A lot of lightning in upper Gulf right now. Look at that. Mobile area. We got anybody up that neck of the woods right now? Getting hit pretty hard up there in Mobile, it looks like. Let's take a look at that, and then we'll get into more tropics talking. Let's pull up the weather. Let's pull up radar scope real quick. And, I was watching that tornado here in Tampa a couple days ago. All right, so we're gonna go to Mobile. We're gonna fly to Mobile, and we'll check it out. This is live radar right now. There you go. That's a pretty good. A lot of little activity out there. Gulf Shores, Pensacola. Take a look at it. Hannah, oh, thanks, Chris. Bedtime, Mary Carol. I'm just waking up. Texas, Hannah, we just talked a bunch about it. You're going to get a little winds, maybe some storms off the Gulf. I suspect they're going to be mentioning the possibility of stronger storms north of our low pressure center towards the Houston area. Could be 3-4 inches, 5 inches of rain. Shelf cloud over Tampa. Yeah, we had. I was tracking from our restaurant, holding Julie's beer last night. What's up, Dale? Good morning. Yeah, a lot of nasty storms yesterday. Repeat pattern today, possibly. But this is live. All right, so let's go back to tropics. I get rambled on about other things. So I'm really going to be watching this. This is kind of interesting right here. This little low-level spin coming up here. Definitely kind of neato to watch. All right, other spot to watch. Key messages. Let's pull this up for PTC2. Has not yet formed. It started moving really fast. It's moving 30 miles an hour. Holy cow. way too fast to organize. It's just started speeding up big time. 30 miles an hour moving west. That's way too fast. So it's having a hard time. I'm sure it's outrunning low level out. Usually your low level outruns your mid levels, or vice versa. The mid level outruns your low level, and they can't stack. They can't stack properly. Hard to stack when they're going 30 miles an hour. So anyway, heavy rainfall is a big deal right now. I don't even know if they're mentioning it being a hurricane anymore, because the longer it takes to develop, the more land interaction. The story of the season's been this PTC for Alex. Remember, it took forever. It went all the way through the state of Florida before it actually got named. PTC of the season has been, okay, PTC again. Okay, PTC again. Okay, PTC again. Margarita? What the hell? Bucket list complete. The NHC has margarita in their forecast. Margarita? I didn't know there was an island called Margarita. For a few more. Look at this. Oh my God. Look at this. Now, there's subliminal messaging going on in the NHC map today. Margarita for a few more. And it says ABC. Oh my God. Look. Over the ABC. So go to ABC for a few more margaritas. It's in the NHC official discussion. Head to ABC for a few more margaritas. Oh my God, that's so funny. I'm going to print this, take it to my local ABC and say, they told me to. You know that's funny. Kitchen's laughing. Everybody else is signing off. They're like, who's this clown? All right, well, anyway, spaghetti models here, tropical tidbits. Let's take a look at that real quick. Last week there was some signs that this thing was trying to pull north. Canadian model and the icon, they were wrong. High pressure did indeed build back in and keeping this thing going west. So there you go. High pressure winds, and that's why our system's going west. And low riders have a really hard time pulling north. Could get going again out here in the Pacific, believe it or not. We could have a crossover. If it doesn't get organized, it'd become a new name. If it stays organized, it'll stay Bonnie. If it becomes Bonnie. It does look like it's going to regenerate itself in the Pacific. And I'm sure we'll hear about that. So there's that little spinach on the Gulf. Let's get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's neato. Look at that. That's a wild little low coming out of nowhere. Sneaky little low pressure area. Look at that. That is crazy. Coming out of nowhere. All right, so I'm closing windows here so we can talk about other stuff. I got a lot of windows open. We are not crashing Chrome today. Today, we do not crash Chrome. All right, let me get my site back up. All right, so there's that. All right, let's talk about this other wave. This little guy. I'm surprised it's 30%. That's decent little chances. Probably just the fact that it's got a lot of juice out there, right? Trent Hogg, what's up, morning? What's up, Isaac Taylor over there on YouTube? Fred said they had a power outage. And that's not good. Hope you got your power back. Cindy says the sun's going to Nicaragua. Oh man, it's gonna be a little rain. Be watching over for that. For sure, another power outage. Well, listen, don't forget. So this is a new addition to the site. Everybody always had a hard time finding my power outage map. Well, look at that. Me and Greg and Jason were talking about it, and since they're a generator company, they're like, well, let's put a power outage map on our site. So they have an awesome power outage map on their site, and wherever you live, you can click on it and get detailed information on every county where you live. Pinellas County has 375 people out. So if you're ever curious where that's at in the site, it's like the most popular site on the planet is the power outage map. Not for good reasons, but people like to keep up when there's power outages, so you can always find it on there. But anyway, back to this little guy. This little guy is 30%. Here's what it says. Tropical wave located over Central America, Atlantic, is disorganized showers, few thunderstorms, slow development possible while it moves west-northwest. The wave is forecast to move over the Windward Islands and then the Eastern Caribbean. Further development is unlikely. Oh, okay. There you go. 30% now, unlikely later. So I posted this a little bit ago, just to prove I don't hype. Here's the deal. I hype during peak hours, like 8 in the morning to midnight. Then I post stuff. I unhype things at 2 in the morning. No, seriously. All right, but here we go. This is a good map. I put this together this morning. This is our wave behind PTC2. And it's important. Let me just show you what all this means. But your Euro ensembles pretty much stop right there. Lots of wind shear expected. So that's the Euro. Very few members are showing development. The GFS kind of does the same thing. It kind of stops it. Now, the only thing that's kind of interesting, I guess, is 1 Euro out of 51. 1 out of 51. Just so to prove I'm not hyping nothing. And about 4 out of 31. So there are a few GFS ensembles that show it maintaining itself and maybe getting something. But the fact is, it would not be there until the 5th. So if you're worried about that wave for the 4th of July weekend, it's not going to make it to at least the U.S. So this is curious, but low model support, very little model support. Let's take a look at some of the latest here, showing. That's kind of interesting. It's actually picking up on, this is that little circle here off of Florida. Nothing tropical storm. Well, it kind of doesn't. It actually got it going there. Not much. But this is the Euro probability map. This light color here is that low. It doesn't really show it on tropical storm or hurricane, obviously. So, but and of course there's our spot here in the Gulf, and tropical depression status maybe, but it doesn't even show up. But that's interesting. It's kind of the flow here. Kind of doing that. But as far as that other wave goes, it's not really showing up on this run, at least. Kind of fizzles it out down here. A lot of wind shear. Last night's run had a little more support. But see, this is where we're going to be flip-flopping around. So, can't go all in yet that it's going to fizzle. Last night's Euro, or yesterday's Euro run had a little more support that it would continue on. Yesterday's Canadian model actually showed it organized again. So, that's what's out there. We just talk about it, Nothing yet. But the Euro definitely was more aggressive yesterday. This is tropical storm. And again, this is July, just to give you an idea, this is July 5th. So this little area right here, before the 4th. So we'll just keep an eye on it. That was, see if it keeps that up or it comes back and shows a little more chance, Let's take a look at some tropical tidbits, ensembles. We love their ensemble list. Let's take a look at the Canadian ensembles. And there they go. All right, so here we go. This is Friday this week. There's our PTC2, maybe Bonnie. Here is that next wave. And, not a lot of development, but you can just follow the flow. The flow is towards the northwest. There's a few. GFS. This is Friday, Saturday. A lot of support for something from Bonnie. Here is our next wave. And not even talking about the Gulf, because the Gulf is real-time watching. Sometimes systems that pop up quick are not detected by models, especially that homegrown close to the coast. But there's our wave. GFS, that doesn't do much, but you can see it kind of that flow towards the northwest. And then Euro. Here's Friday. There's Bonnie. There's a lot of little clusters here from the Euro. This is this is Friday, so hey, listen, down here, Friday, this week, 2 days, their next wave's going to be there. And the Euro, that was a 6Z, still popping in some numbers. This is last night's 00Z, and you can see it kind of. And then let's look at last night's 12Z. It probably had a lot more. It did. See, there's yesterday's 12Z. More. But there's a lot of dust. But hey, we watch it. This is Friday. It's interesting. So if anything, it's going to get juicy down by the islands again Thursday, Friday this week. Just tomorrow. Here's a look at that wave if you're curious which one it is. It's this guy right here. This cluster right here is expected to lift up. And there you go. So we'll see. We will see. What else did I want to look at? Something. I can't remember what I was going to look at. Just to look at the moisture too. Just kind of follow the moisture. Let's take a look at dust first. I think my limpkin's back. I hear my limpkin. Limpkin. Go with the flow. How will the Keys be? Ronnie, not bad, buddy. It might be a little rainy towards the end of the week for you. July 2nd, 3rd, 4th, probably 5th are going to be decent. Maybe 6th, 7th. Things start getting downhill if this juice makes its way toward you. Here, we'll look at the precipitable water map. You can see it. See the juice. This is the juice map. This is PTC2 on Friday. Here's our next wave. Reds and purples are moisture. And you can follow the juice. This is next, the 3rd. This is Sunday. And you can kind of see it kind of fizzle out a little bit. This is the 6th. But if we go to the 12Z, it'll be a little more organized. Here's the 12Z. A little more juice heading up towards Florida and the Bahamas. This is the 4th, 5th, 6th. So there you can kind of follow the juice. Everybody dance. Let's look at the dust, and I got to tell a funny story about dancing. I just thought of it. Dust map. So here's our wave. This is Friday. This is the 1st. What is the 3rd? Yeah, that's Friday. Well, that's not too bad, actually. You can see our wave here and our wave here. So there is some dust around our wave. Not a ton, but enough. Could be enough to slow development down on our second tropical wave. So there's that. Let's pop over to the Gulf now, because that is happening in real time. Let's take a look at that. We'll just leave it up here right now. Weather nerds. Let's take a look at that. All right, we'll leave this up. Drink some coffee. I found out today, the most exciting thing ever. I listen to Pandora every day. And I forgot. Hey, Christine Bowersocks. That's a cool name. Wasn't there a girl on American Idol named that won? Oh my God, what was I saying? Oh, Pandora. This wasn't the story, but Pandora, I forgot you pick a station, like I have Jimmy Buffett Radio, and I forgot you can add similar artists. So a little trick on your PC. So you can customize your radio station. I forgot all about that. So I've made the ultimate playlist of all my dudes. And I will tell you a little secret. It was the weirdest thing ever. Taylor Swift came on today, and there's this song she made called Tim McGraw. I don't know what it is about that song. I just love it to death. And I put it on my iPod one time, and we were camping, and all of a sudden I had all this cool, tough Kid Rock and Moonshine Bandits and, some country, Luke Combs, Morgan Wallen, and Skinner. And all of a sudden Taylor Swift came on, and everybody looked at me. So out of peer pressure, I fast forwarded. But all right, on the Crystal. Oh, Crystal, it was. I remember that. My brain ain't going yet. So on the cruise ship, they called it. God, what the hell was the name of the thing? I don't even know. It's some dance thing. I don't know. It's a dance thing on the deck, whatever. They give everybody headphones. The weirdest thing ever. And you could pick 2 songs, right? So you have 50 people on one side, 50 people on the other side. And you hear the music playing. And they play songs that everybody sings to. So like YMCA came on. And all those people are in the same dance motion, so if you're walking by without these headphones on and it's quiet, you don't hear anything but just people. So you're walking normal, quiet atmosphere, but all these people are just dancing. And then all of a sudden, they just, out of the blue, YMCA. It's like, if you didn't have these headphones on and you saw everybody just break out dancing and screaming, and then they play like AC/DC, and songs everybody knows. And what's even funnier, since they're playing 2 different songs, there's 2 groups singing 2 different songs at 2 different times, So this group might be singing YMCA, other groups singing, Back in Black or something. It was funny. I had more fun taking off my headphones watching it because you just saw all these people just doing this with no sound. You just imagine 50 people dancing with no music. And this is at noon. Before alcohol. Yeah, all you cruisers know what I'm talking about. Carrie Adams, Shelley. It was funny. So anyway, hey, hurricane hunters are going out, man. They're going to go out later. We'll watch this persistent convection out there and see what happens. It's got some low-level spin. 2 things I'm curious about today more than anything is the Gulf. If it just gets a little better organized, again, the effects are not going to be any different. I do think that we're going to see more chance for storms. As this thing develops, I think wherever landfall is, we're going to see an increased risk for storms that they're going to start talking about, as you always see with tropical systems. So that'll be something to watch along the coast. We'll see what happens. Water's hot. Man, I can't believe how hot the water is. It is warmed up, and that's because of that incredibly high pressure system that we had over the south. But the Gulf is like way above normal. 3, 4, 5, 6 degrees above normal. Some of the beaches are reporting 90 degrees of already along the coast. That's just great. There's our little loop current that's split off into a loop eddy, and it's very hot. This Caribbean water is really hot for end of June. Usually you don't see this much color till more like July, August. That's the heat potential map. Shear's light, I'm telling you. Not a lot of shear, man. There's just not a lot of shear. A little bit of wind shear yesterday, but nothing today. So, this thing has got a little window to try. I'm telling you. We watch blobs. One of our most favorite shirts ever. Right here. Had this a couple years now. Look at that. That's what we're doing today. Let's pick green. That's a good color. That's what we're doing. We made a shirt. Oh my God, somebody's listening to us from the Coco Cay floating bar. Are you kidding me? Why are you rubbing that in? I love the floating bar at Coco Cay, but it's so hard to get up it. They need another step on the floating bars. Like, they need another step. Next time I go to Coco Cay, Shelly, let's bring a step stool. Like, that little girl is a great little swimmer. Really shows up very well. There's me. We were transported different timelines, like capsules. It was fun. Man, it seemed like so long ago. It was just a week ago. There's my girls. God, I want to go again. I've been talking to people that cruise. They go all the time. Now I know why. It's actually cheaper than anything. My God, like I said, I put 50 gallons of gas in my truck for this weekend, and oh God Almighty, it's like a cruise ticket. I could cruise out of the Bahamas for $250. How's that even possible? You could buy like a 3-day cruise for $300, $400. I just put that much gas in my truck to go drive and sit. And I still have to pay for my own beer and food. That doesn't make sense. What's up with the world? What's up with that? Mike, usually 90, man. I don't know what the record temperature is. I mean, obviously in the middle 90s, but we're already at 90 degrees along the coast. Water's getting hotter. Hotter. All right, so, and then the golf thing. I'm really curious about this golf thing. Golf thing's interesting. What the heck is going on in the golf? Let's hear the dogs snoring. This is yesterday's little Bahama Mama action. Backed up. You got to see the dogs. This is so cute, man. I'm so glad we get to take them this weekend because they were so mad at us 2 weekends now, taking them to the vet. But here we go. Check this out. This is such a good shot. This is my buddies. They sleep right next to me. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. They're just like two peas in a pod. Look at them. Mike Soul, my magic number on a pool is 88. Few more graphics. I got all kinds of graphics I can show you. We're going to look at, I want to look at temperatures in the Gulf right now. Listen, Aspen, let's go, little tropical depression. You can do it. You can do it, Forrest. You can do it. Oh, what was his name? Her name, Jenny? Come on, Forrest. You can do it. Come on, Forrest. Man, watch the water. Hold. That's wild to watch. All right, so this is June the 1st. This is the temperature map. Watch it just increase. That was all that high pressure locked in. Look at this. And here we are today. June hasn't updated yet. There's the 27th. That's all the way up to 32 degrees Celsius. And what is that, Shelly, with your magic calculator? I'll do it quicker. 89.6. So 90 degrees pretty much all up through here now. Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana. Woo, man, it's hot. Go, little rock star. All right. Yeah, 88's perfect temperature. Can it get into the GOM? Yeah, I don't know. Bobby, you talking about the Florida one? What was interesting is it actually showing up well on the 500 here down by the Keys. It's got a stronger signature actually than our Invest 95. And I don't know if it's moving west though. Steering currents are pretty strong. Here's that high pressure pushing. This is what built back in that kept this little guy flowing north too. But there's our secondary little guy. I think it's going more north. I mean, if you follow latest Euro at least, you can really see it well here, kind of skirt up the east coast of Florida and kind of curve along the coast. So that's that little blob off the coast. So realistically, anybody along the east coast here, this is Friday. And here's Saturday. So, we could get some rains. Let's take a look at today's Wednesday. So let's look at some long range rain forecast here. We can probably get a little more higher resolution. The NAM goes out enough. Let's go back to the East Coast here. I don't know if we can do southeast. All right. So this will go out 60 hours. See, it's not even showing it, man. That's watching things in real time. The NAM doesn't even show it because it's just came out of nowhere. It's a figment on the NAM. HRR kind of shows it. Man, all right. So this is very important. This is. Oh, we had some. I need to storm today, Wednesday. We got a meeting today at 4:00. I'm getting to meet the owner of Mathnasium because that's where Emily goes, and he's a big fan. And we're gonna brag about. They tutor, and they have helped out Emily amazing. And it turned out they were big fans of the site. So every now and then we're going to brag about them, because if you want to become a meteorologist, you have to know math. Math is everything in meteorology. So Mathnasium is a great place here in Florida, my area. I have to learn more where they're at, but it's helped Emily out a ton. I hate to say it, but she had a. Is that right? Let's see, so it's like, I don't know, does it look right, or is it like that, or is it like that? I don't even know. But she had an F. Oh my god! But she's got an A right now. She's moving on up. Let's hope. She's doing better. She's figuring it out. This is radar tonight. This is 7 p.m. Maybe she'll get involved with weather. Maybe she'll want to be a weather girl. You ever see that movie Weather Girl with Nicole Kidman? That was a little weird movie, but I watched it. That kind of weird movie, Weather Girl. Anybody else see it? But here, check it out. This is tonight. So here, our flow again today, folks, is this. Stephanie Stokes, if you're watching, 3 o'clock. There you go. You told me yesterday. There's your pattern. This is all because the high pressure system close to the coast pushes everything over. That's your normal Florida pattern that everybody grew up with. Hi. So high pressure today pushes our storms up from the Gulf for the Panhandle, and they start brewing on the East Coast, with getting stronger as they go throughout the day to the West Coast. And we can have another round of storms today. I might be out there. There you go. Big old line of storms tonight, afternoon. Repeat. Groundhog's Day. Deja vu. All right. And then tomorrow, more the same. Deja vu. The pattern is back. This is tomorrow evening. Tomorrow night, same thing. So, weather pattern is locked in. For sure. Let's see what the icon does on our system here off the coast here. Does that even show it? I love the icon. Yeah, see, look at it. Little low. See it? Little low. This is tomorrow. Not any strong. Shows a little low. And look at, I love you, icon. I love you. I found you first. Anyway, this is on tropicaltidbits.com, by the way. He's got the icon on there for us. And this is what you can expect. Here's tomorrow. This is good rain map. So unfortunately, there's Friday. There's Saturday. There's Sunday. Coastal rains. Hopefully out of here by July 4th. There is July 4th, by the way. Not bad. Here's July 4th. Not a lot of rain. This is July 4th, so not too bad. There's our next blob rolling in, possibly. You can see it. Let's show you what the Canadian showed yesterday. So here's the Canadian. This is a rain map. Kind of hard to see. Here's our wave. Let's go to Friday. Timing's been immaculate. I don't think that's where you use that word. Timing has been impeccable. Anyway, here's Friday. There's our maybe Bonnie. Here's our second wave. So the Canadian kind of brought it up, passing through Hispaniola. This is Sunday, and all the models have been about the same. Here's a Euro on Monday. Weak low pressure system. You could follow the juice. There's Sunday. But the Canadian yesterday was the most aggressive on our wave, and it redeveloped it off the coast of Florida as a weak tropical system. But what I wanted to point out was this on the Canadian, everything, this is all, the 4th is, everything's going to be down here after. So the 4th is okay, is what I'm getting at. The other thing is that one or two Euros were showing possible development after it passes this heavy wind shear. So, that little window of opportunity could exist early next week. And look what that is. That's leftover Bonnie. Bonnie. All right. That's all. Let's pop on the old satellite. Say our goodbyes. So sad. The dogs don't really care. Let's try to find a good map here. We'll go, let's see what old visible satellite looks like on 95 now that we have daylight. Oh, look at that. You see a little spinach? I see a little bit of spinach. Definitely trying. A little spin. Never know. We get thunderstorms wrap around the whole backside here. Potentially could have a little something. But anyway, all right. So we are going to show this. Leave it right here with our two little spots here. And leave it right here. Put them in motion. Hope I didn't mess it up. Drum roll. I did. I clicked the freaking button. Gotta do it again. I knew I did it. I hit a new little rectangle box and it brought me to Iowa. I was hanging out with Tammy Kent. Iowa. Beautiful. Look at that little spin. I'm telling you, it's crazy coming off of Florida. Look at that little sucker trying to get going here. Just a spin in. Bo. All right. Well, listen. Fairhope, Sean. Hey, sailboat. Where the heck is Fairhope at? I used to do this a couple years ago. We did geography. Alabama? Were you in Alabama? Is that Fairhope? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you on an island somewhere called Fairhope? I don't know. Richard, yeah, you're getting it. We didn't even see it. I didn't even see it until we started our little daily brew. I know, Swamp Princess, I know. Hey, Hunter. All right, cool beans. All right, well, hey, listen, it's been fun as always. Got a little tropics to talk about. Keep an eye, on our little golf system. Like I said yesterday, it could be a race on who gets Bonnie first. I still think there's a weird chance that this thing could. There's no Shear out there. I don't know what's stopping it. There is a little wind shear, but there's not a lot of wind shear. There's not a lot of 500 millibar spinach. So that's a big part. There's a little bit, but not really. There's really no mid-level, so got to have a little more mid-level spin. So it's not very structurally organized right now. It does not look very good. There's actually more mid-level spin here off of Florida, down by the Keys, in that little bump. Got a little surface low trying to develop here off of the east coast of Florida. Interesting. All right, Sue, have a great day. Thank you. I think I saw Eric in my live. We got the Rays lost again. They're going to have to win. I think there's an afternoon game today. I did see, too, the Rays have an announcement at 10 o'clock today. Well, oh, I missed it. What was the Rays announcement? I think I read they might be announcing that they're staying in Tampa Bay. I don't know. Hi, Julie. I don't know. Anybody got the Rays news? There was a press conference at 10 o'clock. I'm hoping that the new mayor mentioned that we could possibly be staying in Tampa Bay. Don't know. Anyway, all right. Well, listen, I'm going to look at that. We got a lot to look at. Man, there's a lot of tropic stuff going on. Nothing intimate. I had to say at least intimate one more time. Intimate. In the minute. I didn't even know intimate's a word. I have to be careful searching on Twitter because it pops open the weirdest things sometimes that I haven't even been searching for. It's like I don't want people to. Let's go to Rays. Let's see if they've had an announcement today. Nope. Any Rays news? I don't know. Tampa Bay Rays. Did they announce it? Maybe it was 10 o'clock tomorrow. I don't know. Let's take a look at the latest news on the Rays. Oh, it's a bunch of... See, that's where it's hard on Twitter. Oh, I don't see anything. Anyway, okay. Well, listen, we'll be live tomorrow. And Whoa, I just lost my screen. Where did it go? Screen. Okay. So we'll be live tomorrow. And we'll be live Friday. And we'll be live not Monday. Not July 4th. Dale was about saying to build a new stadium. That was the news. Oh, God, I hope so. Kids grew up at the Rays, man. 2 years old, man, was Emily's first game at the Rays. And Sarah's first game at the Rays was 2. Right? You like the Rays? Oh, just want to say hi. All right, come over. Sarah's going to say hi, everybody. Don't say Coach Campbell. Say hi. I don't even know where my screen went. You can't see yourself. Let's see. Let me make sure you're in the picture here. There we are. There's Sarah. So kneel down a little bit. There you are. Now look at the camera.
Hi, Caitlin.
And say, who? Hey, let me ask you a question. Who's the boss?
Mommy.
That's right.
Mom says sleep couch all summer.
You're going to sleep on the couch all summer? That didn't go very well.
You talk a lot.
I talk a lot. Every time I'm done with my little lives, she says, Dad, you talk a lot. All right, well, have a great day out there. We got a lot of work to do. I got to get rolling. So, be good, everybody. Keep up. Well, maybe I'll stream tonight some of our storms rolling through Tampa Bay. We're expecting to have more of the same. So, never know what you're going to get when these things brew in the afternoon. So, we'll do that.